Chair now recognizes the ranking member of the Subcommittee on Readiness, the gentleman from California, Mr. Garamendi, for any comments he would like to make.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And Chairman Bergman, thank you for the kind comments. And let me throw them right back at you. It's been a great pleasure to work with you. And I'm really pleased with the amount of good substantive provisions that you have put into this year's mark. It has really been a pleasure. This mark continues our tradition of putting aside partisan differences for the needs of our service members and their families. I also want to be sure that the staff who worked tirelessly on both the readiness sections of the bill and on the committee events we've had throughout this year are fully recognized and thanked. David Zanicki, Jeannie Wumble, David Kennedy, Sampa Samara, who, by the way, is not here today. She had a son a week ago, and we send congratulations to her, indeed. She will eventually return, and when she does, I expect that we'll have the opportunity to see the baby. Ethan Pelfler and Abby Snyder also. My personal staff, led by Robert Hurd, Ryan Nasseldorf, Justin Smith, and Sidney Hillbush, also contributed mightily to the work of the committee. I'm pleased this year we continue to build on readiness and subcommittee's body of work related to improving the sustainment of our weapons systems. As we know, for numerous hearings and briefings, there is much more work to be done in achieving the higher readiness rates for our aircraft, our ships, and for our ground vehicles. I am certain this subcommittee will continue to focus on that in the days, months, and years ahead, trying to drive up those readiness statistics. I'm also pleased by the committee's work to continue to ensure that our service members and their families live in high quality, safe, and well-maintained barracks and housing. I do note with some dismay that $1 billion of barrack improvements for a couple of our bases was removed and sent over for a border wall. That requires the attention of all of us who care about the quality of life for our members. This mark also ensures our continued ability to conduct informed oversight of the department through the fine work of the staff of the General Accounting Office. I cannot commend the General Accounting Office enough for the work they have done to keep the department honest on sustainment issues, and I thank them in advance for the work that they continue to do pursuant to the mandates in this bill. I will note with considerable unhappiness that our Appropriation Committee has made a drastic reduction in the GAO's budget, and it will definitely affect all of us who often rely upon the GAO for information, for insight, and review of what's going on at the Department of Defense. It is a 50% reduction in the GAO funding, and that'll have a dramatic effect on our ability to know and understand what is happening at the Department of Defense. Now, maybe we can stop that, maybe we can turn that around, maybe it's just a hangover from the work of the Doge boys and girls out there who seem to think that the best thing to do with government is to eliminate it. But the elimination of the GAO and the 50% reduction will have profound effect on our ability to get information that we need to do our job. Well, we'll think about that in the days ahead. Once again, I want to thank Chairman Bergman. It has been a pleasure working with you, and for the members of the committee, for their collaboration and their partnership. And with that, I yield back.